Welcome, one and all. Bob, Harris, Larry, Michael, Tim, and your host, Rob, with you this evening. And Harris is doing it mobile this evening with us. Keith,
Temporarily.
electric problems. Electricity might be out. We're not sure exactly what he's got going on. Dwayne, I have not heard from Dwayne. We will see what's happening there. So first, let's give you an update. Obviously, we had no picks different from Brian last week. We all picked the same picks all the way across. We're still two back. Let's go back over the Saturday. Let's go back over the Saturday picks. Tennessee Martin loses to Tennessee 65-24. Tim went with 48 and did not quite get it. But Mike with the 63 over under. Tennessee scored 65. They took care of that themselves. Clemson 27, Syracuse 21. Syracuse covers. Clemson stays undefeated. Ohio State 54, Iowa 10. Ohio State moves squarely into the top five. They're probably number 2 right now. Baylor 35, Kansas 23. Baylor covers again. Cincinnati 29, SMU 27. They did not cover, but Cincinnati staying right there on the precipice of being one of those 6 teams for the big bowls. Wake Forest 43, Boston College 15. Big game for Wake Forest there. They cover easily. Marshall 26, JMU 12. JMU's second loss in a row. They're out of the top 25. We won't hear anything more about them the rest of the year. Papa, we'll talk about college when we get to it there in a little while. We'll take some questions from the room. Oklahoma State to Cowboys 41. Texas 34. Texas suffers their second loss of the year. LSU 45. They beat the unbeaten Ole Miss 45-20. Ole Miss now has no argument about being in the top 5. Probably shouldn't be in the top 10 right now. Oregon 45, UCLA 30. Pretty much the same situation. UCLA unbeaten. Now they're beaten. And Oregon is looking like they may be able to control their own destiny down the street. Alabama 30. Mississippi State 6. And Alabama kind of trying to get back on track, and then Tuscaloosa is always a good way to do that. Penn State 45, Minnesota 17. Penn State, after that devastating loss at Michigan, now this week, we will talk about them in a few minutes. They got the Buckeyes of Ohio State coming up this week. TCU, the Horned Frogs 38, K-State 28. TCU still undefeated, guys?
Yes.
Yeah,
So.
they're one of 6. They're one of 6 teams still undefeated. They belong in the top 8. I don't care where you put them. They belong in the top 8. Liberty 41, BYU 14. Liberty absolutely dominated this game. I'm not saying that. I'm not even going to go as far as calling BYU a power, because they're not. They're 4-4. They may not even make a bowl game. But Liberty, 6.5-point dogs in this game, wins it outright by 27.
If they get 6, they're in.
Yeah, if BYU gets 6, they should get a bowl. I think they definitely will. South Carolina makes it 4 in a row. They beat Texas A&M 30-24. Shane Beamer's crew now, they control their own destiny as to whether they can possibly get maybe a December 31st bowl, maybe even a January 1 bowl. We'll see about that. Washington 28, California 21. Washington couldn't cover, but they're saying we still won. We still won. That's the main thing. Washington, the Huskies, indeed did win that game. Wisconsin, maybe the toughest team to pick from in this country, 35, Purdue 24. Wisconsin came out, played a great game, and they win the ball game outright by 11 points. Texas Tech 48, West Virginia 10. We're finding out the Mountaineers are doormats now. They're not the Mountaineers. They have been doormats for a lot of teams this year to just make a statement game on, and they're doing it. let's see. Do we have one more person here? Hold on, guys. Nope, we don't. All right. And Memphis loses to Tulane 38-28. And I think Liberty is a 7-1. Yeah, they are 7-1 record. And Liberty may not be 7-1. They went for 2 points with 1:10 left at Wake Forest. Extra point would have tied it. So you tell me what you want to about that. I just didn't like your coaching from that. This week, college, Rob 16-20, Tim 17-19, Bob 19-17, Harris and Keith 20-16, and Mike 22-14. So we go into the college, and Larry, you didn't get college picks last week, did you?
No, I did not.
All right, so we'll definitely go with that. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do tonight. We always go around the horn. We go around the horn. So guess what? We got 6 of us here. I'm going to roll a dice right here. Not a decider dice. I'm just going to roll a one-sided dice.
1d6.
And I'm going to let Mike, you're going to be good old number 5, and Larry's going to be good old number 6. And number 1. So guess what? Rob will start this one. Thursday night, we have Virginia Tech going to NC State. NC State is a 13-point favorite. Yeah, we'll work our way around. There's no need to play in the dice game all night long. We won't do that.
Yeah.
And I will start, though. How about that? Virginia Tech, NC State's a 13-point favorite, and the over-under's 40 and a hook. NC State's quarterback's hurt. We know that. They've not been covering the best this year. Virginia Tech travels pretty good. They're not the best offensive team in the country. Their defense is not great either. But when you got to have a backup quarterback, most of the time you're not the same unless you got Zappy coming in there. But other than that, you really, most of the time are not going to get better. I'm taking Virginia Tech right here, and I'm going to go over the amount. Bob.
NC State and over.
Bob says NC State, and he'll go over. Larry.
I'm going to go the North Carolina State and over.
All right, Larry says NC State and over. Mike.
Vatech, just my first factoid of the night. Vatech has been 0-3 straight up on the road this year, but have won their last 5 against NC State. But so by that regard, I will take Vatech because it's going to be a closer game. I think the spread's too high. What was that number again?
40 and a hook.
Let's go over.
Over. Okay. And Tim.
I'm going to go with the Wolfpack and the over.
Tim says, so everybody going with the over in that ball game. Bob, we got one more Thursday night game. We got the Utes of Utah. They're 8-point favorites heading to Washington State to play the Cougars. The over-under, 56 and a hook.
Was that Utah or Utah State?
Utah, the Utes.
The Utes. Give me the Utes and over.
All right. Larry.
All right, what's the line again?
8 points. Utah's favored by 8, 56 and a hook. And this was Sunday's line. Some of these lines have switched since then, but we're going with straight up Sunday's line as soon as I wrote them down.
-8, huh?
Yep.
I'll go. I'll take Utah. And I'll take the under.
All right.
There's Harris.
That's Harris.
Nice.
Harris is playing a little music for us on the background, folks, so you just hang in tight with him.
Yeah, it'll be going in about 3 or 4 minutes.
We got you. Mike.
Utah is still in this Pac-10 race, or Pac-12 race, whatever. And
A race to get out of it.
yeah, but Washington State gave you Oregon all it could. The Crimson Flag will be out somewhere, even in Jackson State, where College Game Day is going to be. And later, I'm going to give you a choice. There's going to be some interesting choices for guest picker. But right now, I'm going to go with Utah and the under.
Hey, Keith.
Hey!
Under for
Hey, he
Mike.
paid his electric bill.
Hey.
I was listening on the phone.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
I got to turn the speaker on.
Tim.
I got to turn my speaker on.
We hear you fine, though, Keith. We hear
I
you
can't
fine.
hear you, Rob. Hold on.
Where is Keith?
All right.
All right, Tim.
All right.
Go for it.
Oh gosh, I got other stuff playing and it's making noise and
Give me the Utes and the over.
Utes. The two Utes involved.
All right, Rob, give me about 10 minutes. I'm going to transfer from the car to the house.
We got you, Harris.
did you see my pick for the NC State game? I put it in the chat.
Oh, no.
Oh, I see
Okay.
it now.
Oh, I do too. So Keith says NC State
And over.
and the over. Okay.
And I know your next one was something about Utah at Washington State, but I didn't catch the points in the
Utah, the Utes, -8,
Right,
56 and a hook.
I'm gonna go with Washington State and the under.
All right. Yeah, Utah's. I think Utah's for real. I really think. I wanted to think that USC, UCLA, those two teams were going to really, rah, and do something this year. Pac-12 is the Pac-12. Utah and Oregon are the class of the field. I like
Yeah.
Utah. I'll go the over. All right.
Hey, PJ.
Larry, what's up, P-Jet? Larry, on Saturday, we got the Oklahoma State Cowboys
It is going to be Dion. Okay.
and Kansas State. Oklahoma State, just a 1-point favorite. So it's pretty much a pick 'em game. 57 is the over-under.
Ooh.
Good
I'm going to
ball
go to
game.
Oklahoma State. I'll take the under.
Oklahoma State and the under. Mike.
Oklahoma State. I'm trying to think. Who they? I'm sorry. Oklahoma State. Here it is. Oklahoma State. They've been underdogs a lot this year, I noticed. And K-State has quarterback issues right now. And we're gonna take an upset. We're gonna go with Oklahoma State. And what was the hook?
57 straight up. 57 straight up. And
57.
Oklahoma State's favored. So
Yeah, I'll take Oklahoma State and then upset and take the over.
I think Oklahoma State's ranked higher actually in this game, are they not?
do what?
I think Oklahoma State's ranked higher in this game, but that's okay. I mean,
9 and
Yeah.
22. Yeah.
Yeah, they are 11. Before the rankings came out, 11 and 17. Tim,
right.
who you
Almost- with it being so close, I mean, I think Oklahoma State's due for a letdown, and I think I hope this is the game. I'll take K-State in the over.
all right. Keith,
I'll go with Oklahoma State and the over.
all right. I like Oklahoma State's defense, believe it or not. It's not like they're stopping a lot of people, but they are getting some turnovers here and there. They are giving up a ton of yards, but everybody in the Big 12 gives up a ton of yards. Oklahoma State, I'll go with the over. Bob.
K-State and the over.
All right. We got you. All righty. We go to Mike. Cincinnati, the Bearcats. They're a 1-point favorite. They're going to UCF.
Yep.
56 and a hook. So it's
You know,
pretty
you might
much
as well-
a pick 'em game.
Yeah, to flip a coin. 6 and 6. Cincinnati's one of those. Yeesh. They had a bad loss. They had a bad beat against Shmoo. Oh, Cincinnati's
Well, against the
basically
spread, they
won
had
the
a bad
last
beat
3
against the
times they
Shmoo.
played each other, and with that, I will take the Bearcats of Cincinnati, and I'll take the over.
All right. Tim,
I'll take the Fighting Fickles and the under.
so you taking UCL out? UCF?
No. Fighting Fickles. The Fickle is the coach of the Bearcats.
Okay.
So the Fighting Fickles.
And I got you, Cincinnati.
Yep. And
And
the
the
under.
under. Keith,
Mhm.
Cincinnati, what was the over under?
56.5.
Under.
Keith says Cincinnati under. You know what? UCF is a team I think that is dangerous right here. Straight up, obviously, you got to be picking them straight up if you think you're going to win. A 1-point favorite, I think they're going to win. I think they win by more than a touchdown. UCF, I'll go over. Bob,
UCF and the under.
all right. Larry,
Yeah, I'm going to take Cincinnati and the under.
all righty. We got you. All right, we go to Tim. Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish. They travel into Syracuse to play the Orange. Syracuse a 2-point favorite. 46 over under. What do you think, my friend?
I'm hoping this will be a 35-10 game for Syracuse, so I'll take Syracuse in the under.
All right. Keith,
I'm going to go with Notre Dame. And what was the over under again? I'm sorry.
46.
46. I'll go over.
Uh,
Notre Dame in the over.
I'm like this. Syracuse at home. Syracuse doesn't lose at home. Syracuse -2 at home. I'll take Syracuse. I'll go with the under. Bob,
I'm going with Syracuse, but over.
over. Larry,
Yeah, I'll take Notre Dame,
all right.
and I'll go with the under.
All right. Mike,
This is probably going to be the best of the 12 o'clock games this weekend with
it's
these
gonna
two
be a good
teams.
one. I think it'll be a good one. Yeah.
The whole key to Notre Dame is if they can rush the ball for about 150 to 200 yards. If they can, they'll win. And they will win. I'm going to take
right.
Notre Dame, and I'm going to take the under.
All righty. We'll go to Keith. TCU, the Horned Frogs, one of our remaining undefeateds.
Mhm.
They're going to West Virginia. TCU 7.5 favorite. 70 is the over/under in this game.
Well, I'll go with TCU.
70?
70.
Here we go with those high numbers again.
Here we go.
I'll go with TCU, and I'll go with an under. I don't think it's going to be quite that high.
All right. We'll go to Harris right here. TCU at West Virginia. TCU undefeated. 7.5-point favorites. The over/under is 70.
West Virginia knocks them out of the unbeaten this week. So give me West Virginia and the under.
All right. The only thing I was worried about is if TCU would put 70 on the board themselves against them. I think at halftime, this is a 30-point game. I think to blow them off the map. West Virginia's been everybody's doormat this year. They haven't beaten anybody, and they're not going to beat this team. TCU can't score 70 themselves. West Virginia won't get 2 touchdowns under. I'll go TCU in the under. Bob.
TCU and the under.
All right. Larry.
Yeah, I'm going to take West Virginia
Do what?
and the under.
You going to take West Virginia? All right. That's cool.
West Virginia
And the under.
and the under.
And Mike.
You know, even though West Virginia is better at home, they're not that good of a team. And TCU is just rolling. Give me TCU, but give me the under.
All right. Tim.
This would be awesome if it was 45-28. So give me TCU and the over.
All right, Tim will go with the over. All right, Harris, you want to catch up now? It's about 4 games.
Whatever you want to do.
All right, we can. Notre Dame, Syracuse, 2-point favorite.
Notre Dame.
All right, and 46.
Over.
All right. Cincinnati, UCF, Cincinnati, a 1-point favorite.
Oh, wow. Cincinnati.
56.5.
Under.
Oklahoma State, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, a 1-point favorite.
K-State.
57.
Under.
Utah, 8-point favorite at Washington State.
Utah.
56.5.
Over.
Virginia Tech at NC State. NC State, 13-point favorite.
Go Virginia Tech.
40.5 is it.
Over.
All right. So we're caught up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll let Harris start this one. Ohio State, the Buckeyes, 14.5-point favorites going to Penn State, Happy Valley. 61 and a hook is the total. Who you like, Harris?
Ohio State's going to do the same thing Michigan did to them. Ohio State and the over.
Yeah, I look at Penn State, and I look at a team right now that looks like they're lost on offense. And then when you got 3 wide receivers that can just jet by anybody in the country, Penn State's in trouble here. Ohio State in the over. Bob.
Ohio State and over.
Larry.
Oh, you got 14.5. Is that right?
14.5. Uh-huh.
The line,
Yep. 14.
60.
61 and a hook.
61 $.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Ohio State and the under.
All right. Mike.
Larry must be reading the same thing I am because Ohio State is just hot and they've won the last 5 straight games. Let's go with the Buckeyes and let's go under.
All right. Tim.
Sounds like a party of 3 here. Ohio State and the under.
Keith.
Ohio State and over.
All right. All of us went that route. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Comes back to me. Oregon, the Ducks, 15 and a hook favorite, going to Cal to play the Golden Bears. 58 is the total. All I can say is get your calculators out. Oregon is going to roll over these bad boys. They may score 58 themselves. I'm going Oregon and the over. Bob.
I'm going to go with you. Oregon and over.
All right. Larry.
Yeah, what was the line again?
15 and a hook, Oregon, and 58 total.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Oregon and the over.
All right. Mike.
Oregon, they scored more than 40 points in 6 straight games. They've covered the spread. And does anybody remember where Bo Nix played before he went to Oregon?
Harris Jessup University.
Yeah, Auburn.
Auburn is correct. I remember watching him in Auburn. And Cal gives up more than 30 a game. So Oregon blows them out. And when I mean blow, it's going to be over.
All right. Tim.
Yeah, I was actually going to think that Cal, now they give up 30 a game, they'll probably give up 60 in this game. I'll take Oregon in the over.
Keith.
Yeah, I'm sold on that. Oregon and the over.
Harris, tell
Same.
us something different.
Nope.
All right, let's go to Bob. Wake Forest, the Demon Deacons, 4.5-point favorites on the road, going to Louisville. 63, the over/under. Go for it, Bob.
Wake and over.
All right, Larry.
I'll take Wake Forest in the under.
All right, Mike.
Wake Forest and Louisville both are fighting to be one of the big six. The college playoff, the first one comes out a week from today. Wake Forest this year, 6-1 against the spread. I think the point total is just a little too high, but Wake Forest wins this game and they'll go under.
All right, Cam.
Wake in the over.
All right, Keith.
I'm going to go with Wake, and I'm going to be one of the ones with the under.
All
Me like
right,
me.
and Harris.
I'm going to go Wake in the under, and there will not be an ACC team in the college playoff.
Oh, no.
Wow. I'm going to say there will be because Clemson's still undefeated too. We'll see if they make
Too
it.
weak of a conference. The conference is too weak.
I know it's too weak, but if they go undefeated, they'll be there though. They'll get it because it won't be but 3 undefeateds. It won't be but 3. They got it. They go keep beating each other to death. Wake Forest is better than a touchdown, better than this team. They're going to beat Louisville, but I just don't see where 63 points going to get scored in this game. I like the under. Wake Forest and the under. We going to Larry.
Matt Jones for kicking Bears DB in the crotch.
Wow.
Say it again.
I was reading Alex's comment there.
Mac Jones got in trouble.
Again?
Let's see, Larry. Missouri. The Tigers are going to South Carolina to play the Gamecocks. Gamecocks 4.5-point favorites at home. 47.5. Larry.
I think I'll take South Carolina in the over.
All right. Mike.
Oh, yeah. Missouri's won the last 3 times in this series. But there's that magic word. South Carolina 3-0 on their in South Carolina. South Carolina wins the game, and I win. And we'll take the over.
All right. Tim.
Take South Carolina in the under.
All right. Keith.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Missouri just because I think they played close with Georgia. And what was the number?
47 and a hook.
I'll go with the under.
All right. Harris.
South Carolina in the over.
All right. This one right here scares me a lot. South Carolina's won 4 in a row. And I mean, they railed Kentucky. These teams they've beaten them. And it's in line of scrimmage and all. Missouri as a team can be pesky. It could stick within a field goal. I think South Carolina wins, and I think they cover this game. I'm going to go South Carolina and over, but this one scares me a little bit. Bob.
SC and over.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Larry started that one. All right, we're ready to go to Mike. The cocktail game. Florida. Heading to Georgia. Georgia is a 21.5-point favorite. 56.5 is a total. Go for it, Michael.
Okay. Florida is 2-0 as an underdog this year. Georgia the best team in the country right now. Florida will keep this game close. I'm taking Florida, and I'm going to go under.
All right.
I mean,
Tim.
I'm going to take. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to take Florida, and I'm going to take the under.
All right. Tim.
All right. I'm going to go completely opposite. Georgia in the over.
All right.
Ding.
Keith.
I'm going to go with Michael. I think he might be on to something here.
Oh, he's on.
On it.
Oh, he's on. Harris has said for a long time he's on to something. He's just wondering what the hell it is. You want to go under or over, though, Keith? Over or under, Keith?
That's good, Keith.
Same as Michael. Under.
Say it. Under. All right. Harris.
Georgia, and don't be surprised if there's 90 points scored in this game.
Mike says it's going to be a close game. It will be for 3.5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes, and that's when Georgia will have 14 points on them.
Let's put
I
this
was
way.
thinking
I know what
the
Michael was
point
shoveling, and I thought it felt pretty good.
How about this one? I'm going to go out on a limb. 49-7.
Oh, no.
56 points get scored in this game.
It's a
I'm
national
going with the
game.
under by half a point. I'm going to take
How many
Georgia.
fights will there
and
be in the
they'll blow
stands? There's the over-under.
Bob. 56 in the hooks over under.
Florida and over.
Florida and over.
Huh?
All right.
You been
Larry.
smoking that shit Michael's got?
Telling you. When,
You
I'm
do
telling
the
you.
the
I do
gear
my
chop.
Me?
homework.
Yeah, Larry. Yeah, that's
Oh,
okay. Yeah, no problem.
I'm with
Bob. Hey, you step up anytime, bro.
I'm with Bob. Florida and the over.
All right. Yeah. And the over. All right, we go into Tim. Illinois, the Illini. I have never seen an Illini, but if anybody ever finds one, show them one to me. And they go into the Cornhuskers of Nebraska. Illinois is a 7-point favorite, 51 in a hook. Tim, go for it.
Are they the Fighting Illini or the Fighting Pellinis? They've impressed this year. I'll say that much. I'm glad Ohio State might not have to play them this year. Give me Illinois over Trash Dump U, and give me the under.
All right. Keith.
I'll go with Illinois, but it's going to be it's not going to cover by much more than that. And what was the number again?
51 in a hook.
Yeah, I thought it was going to 50. I'll go with under.
All right. Harris.
We go Illinois and over.
All right. You know what? This team has gotten the Rodney Dangerfield of college football teams this year, and I'm talking about Nebraska. But they've turned things around a little bit. They got a few wins now. What, they got 4 wins, I think. I like them here. I don't think they win. I think they lose by a field goal. Nebraska, I'll take Nebraska, and I'll go the under.
Yeah,
Bob.
I'm tempted to do that.
Illinois and over.
Illinois and over. And we got Larry.
Yeah, what's the line on this?
Illinois, a full touchdown, 7 points favorite at Nebraska.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Nebraska here,
Okay.
and I'll take the under.
All right. Michael.
Their new coach is 2-0 against the spread since he took over. Okay. But Nebraska, do you know what? People don't realize they got the worst defense in the Big Ten. Probably because of what happened before the new coach came in.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But Illinois is going to keep it close. I like the Illini, and I'm going to like them because I've seen them play college baseball, and they're pretty good.
So you're saying they got to win by
Wait,
more than
wait.
seven-
You reference college baseball as your reason?
Illinois
Well,
got
but
to
I
win.
have an Illinois hat at home.
They
you
got
got
to
a
win
hat,
by
that's fine.
Mike. They got to win by more than 7. They got to win by more than 7.
No,
They're
I'll take
favored.
Nebraska, and I'll
Oh.
take. I'm sorry. I'll take Nebraska. And what's
All
the line on that one?
51 in a hook.
Oh, that's over.
Oh,
That
Sean
was
is
the only one I
asking
knew was
about
going to
your
be right on it.
Let's go to Keith. We got Kentucky, the Wildcats, heading to Tennessee. Number 3, Tennessee. 11 and a hook favorite. The Volunteers are 63 and a hook total. Keith.
Go with the over
Stop.
11. Was it 11 or 11 and a hook?
11 and a hook.
See, I kind of respect Kentucky, but I like their quarterback. But being up in Tennessee, I'll go with Tennessee. I'll say they'll win by a couple touchdowns.
All right, 63 and a hook.
I'd go with over. I think didn't
Over. I'm sorry.
I? Yeah.
Harris.
It's going to stay under. And I'm going to say this: I don't care how good or how bad either team is in this matchup. They always play each other tight, no matter what it is. So give me Kentucky.
All right. And you say under.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go just the opposite way. I think Tennessee has this game over with by halftime, and their starters set the second half. They're going to score 50-some themselves. 63 and a half, no problem going over in this ball game. They're going to put 50 on the board themselves. Tennessee in the over. Bob.
Tennessee and under.
All right. Larry.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tennessee. Oh, my. I'll go with the under.
All right. Mike.
Harris is on point. This is one of the better games when they play each other. They love kicking their butts on each other. I'm gonna take Tennessee. I think it's gonna go over.
Sorry, Mike and over. Tim.
I mean, I don't want to say Tennessee's due to falter. I think Kentucky gets up for this game, so I don't think they'll win, but maybe it'll just be a 10-point game. Give me the over.
So you take Kentucky and the over.
Yep.
All righty, we got you. We go to Harris. USC, the Trojans, a 15-point favorite going to Arizona to play the Wildcats. All right, clear your ears, folks. This is the biggest line we've ever had. 76 and a hook is a total for this game. They're going to be playing into the night. USC minus 15, 76 and a hook. Go for it, Harris.
I got to be crazy on this. USC and the over.
We get a little. All right. I know USC gives up points, but man, I just don't know if they're going to give up over 25. I think they score 50, but I don't know if they give up over 25 or not. I'm going to say no. I'll say USC in the under, but I'm with Harris. It could definitely be 70 points before the end. Bob.
By the way, Rob, that facepalm was not for you making your pick. That's for the Columbus Blue Jackets being down 2-0 to the Arizona. I call them the Sites because they have no O instead of the Coyotes. All right, go ahead, Bob. Sorry.
That's all right. USC and under.
All right. Larry.
I'm with Bob. USC and the under.
Mike.
Yeah, and you know what's even worse? The USC was off last week, so it's gotta be USC, but I'm gonna go under.
All right. Tim.
That's 40 points.
USC in the under. This is a very scary precedent to set going 76 on a hook.
Yeah. Keith.
USC in the under.
It's not the NCAA. It is, but not basketball.
All right. Coming back to me now. Michigan State, the Spartans, head to Michigan to play the Wolverines. 103,000 strong this weekend. Michigan, 21 and a hook favorite. 54 and a hook is a total. And you know what? I don't have any rhyme or reason behind this pick at all. Michigan State has played like total trash. We got Brian here with us too. But Brian, what's going on, my friend?
Hi, Rob.
We're still picking our colleges.
Hi,
So
Brian.
Take your
you
time.
cool? All right. And then when we go with our pros, if you want to, with lines, you can pick with us.
Okay.
All right. I have no rhyme or reason behind this, folks. I really don't. Probably don't listen to me on this one. I'm taking Michigan State in this game. I know they've played like dog crap all year long, but can they play that bad when you forced into 103,000 and you got to either show up or either get your tail blown out? One or two things are going to happen. I don't think they're going to lose by 3 touchdowns. I'm playing Michigan State, and I'm going to take you under. I'll be the only one. All right.
No,
Bob.
you're not, Rob. Michigan State and under.
Oh, okay. Well, it'll be 2 of us then. Larry,
Okay, what's the over/under here?
over under 54.5, and the line is 21 and a hook for Michigan.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that team up north.
So that's a Wolverines, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. I wasn't sure because I've never been up that way. So I don't
I'm
know.
going to take the over.
Over. Mike.
Okay, the Spartans have won the last 2 times. Michigan, since 2017, have only lost 2 games at night. Guess who one of the losses were? Michigan State.
Yeah, the infamous botched punt game. No, that was
That's
only
right.
one.
That's right. 21
Who you
and
taking,
a half
Mike?
is 20. I'm sorry.
Who you
21 and a
taking?
half is too many points. 20 points is too much. I'm going to take Michigan State, but I'm going to go over.
All right. Tim.
Yeah, well, all Michigan has to really do is continue their running game. So once again, give me that hated team up north, and give me the over.
All right. Keith.
Yeah, I'll go with Michigan and the over.
All right. Harris.
Tim hit something here, but I'm going to go the opposite on him. The running game. Michigan's going to run the living hell out of the football, and Michigan State lives with the run. All right, so if they can keep possession, keep possession to our favor, we're not going to go over. It's going to stay under, and I think it's possible neither team scores 21 points. So give me Michigan State.
All right. And the under.
Yep.
All right. We go to Bob Bryant now. Would you like to pick some with us on this one, Brian?
I wasn't listening, so I'll do the next one.
All right. That's fine. Ole Miss. They lose last week. Ole Miss, a 2.5-point favorite, going to Texas A&M. And the over-under, 55 and a hook. Bob.
Texas A&M and under.
All right. Larry.
I'm thinking.
Take your time, my friend.
I think I have to go with Ole Miss.
All right.
And 50 what?
55 and a hook.
5 and a half. We'll go over the over.
All right. Mike.
Texas A&M is a desperate team right now. They need to win a couple of games to get bowl eligible. One problem: Ole Miss won the last two games at Cal Stadium. So, based on that, Ole Miss, but take the over.
All right. Tim.
Absolutely no rhyme or reason. Texas A&M in the under.
All right. Excellent. You said under.
Yep.
I got you. Keith.
I'm going to go with Ole Miss in the under.
All right. Harris.
Ole Miss in the over.
All right.
Oh, Popo's picking Michigan State.
Kyle Field. I don't know, something about it. You're gonna give me 2.5 points here. Ole Miss, they're licking their wounds right now. They may come out and beat them by 50, but I don't think so. I'll take A&M here. I'll go the under.
You
All
skip
right.
Brian.
Yeah, I like.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go for it. Go for it,
I like
Brian.
I like Ole Miss. Texas A&M is underwhelmed all year long with the talent they have, so I'll take Ole Miss and the under.
All right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Brian.
Mhm.
Larry, Pitt. The Pitt Panthers heading to North Carolina to play the Tar Heels. Tar Heels 3-point favorites. 64.5 is the total. That's a lot of points, isn't it?
I'm going to go with North Carolina and the under.
All right. It didn't take him long to do that one. Mike.
Pitt's falling apart. They won their last two games by a touchdown, I think. But North Carolina is the number one offense in the ACC. And so North Kakalaki is going to win the game, and it's going to go under because Pitt's not going to score that much.
All right. Tim.
Yeah, who knows? Pittsburgh might pull one out of their, what's. Pittsburgh in the under.
All right. Mike. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, Mike. Keith. I'm
I thought I
sorry.
was going to be one of the few to take Pittsburgh. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh in the under.
Yeah, you're the second one. You went under?
Yeah.
Harris.
What was the number again, Rob?
3 points at North Carolina. 64 and a hook.
Let's go Carolina and under.
All right. Brian.
I like North Carolina and under.
All righty. Yeah. Carolina at home doesn't lose too often. I don't think they're going to lose right here. I like North Carolina. I like the under. Bob.
North Carolina and under.
All righty. Ready to go to Mike. Stanford. The Cardinal. Don't call us Cardinals. Just call us Cardinal. We're going to UCLA. The one-loss team. UCLA, though, is favored 15 and a hook at home. 63 and a hook is the total. Mike.
Okay. Stanford has won the last two, but they've only allowed 14 points total. UCLA, as I call them, UCLA has the high-powered offense with the powder blues, and their defense is getting better. So, UCLA, the game will go under, but Stanford's going to stay in this game. Give me the Cardinal.
And under. Tim.
Aqua and the over.
You like that UCLA?
Keith.
I think Michael's on to something again. I'm going to go with Stanford and the under.
All right. Harris.
Just because Michael went the other way, give me UCLA in the over.
Brian.
I'll take Stanford and the under. Very much looking forward to this year's UCLA USC game. I think they'll.
Did you say under?
Yeah, the under.
Yeah. I saw Stanford play the other night. It was hard to watch. You almost had to wonder if it was a high school team. I don't know that much about UCLA, but I don't think they're that bad. 2 touchdowns. I think they can cover it in a couple of quarters. I'll take UCLA, but Stanford probably won't score much. Under. Bob.
I need the Cardinal and under.
All right. Larry.
UCLA and the under.
Under?
Yes.
All right. We go to Tim. Baylor heading to Texas Tech. Texas Tech is a 2 and a hook favorite. Got to sneeze. Sorry about that. Baylor, Texas Tech, 2.5 favorite, 61.5 total. Who would we pass it to?
Tim.
Tim,
Yeah.
thank you.
With the Whopper song in the background. Baylor's actually played pretty well the last 2 weeks. So give me Baylor in the over.
Keith.
Yeah, same thing here. Baylor and the over.
Keep the
Harris.
train rolling.
All right. Brian.
Baylor really popped KU's bubble a couple of weeks ago, and I'm taking Baylor.
All right. All right. And over or under?
Over.
Over. All right. Rob's going to go on a ship to himself here. I'm taking Texas Tech at home late in the year. I think it's a homecoming game for them. I'm going to go under the total. I think it should be a fight here. I actually think they're going to actually get in a fist fight, and a couple of guys are going to get kicked out of the game, and a couple of teeth get lost. I don't know. Well, go for it.
I might have it in pregame.
I could. Go for it, Bob.
Baylor under.
Baylor and under. And Larry.
I'm with Bob again. Baylor in the under.
And Mike.
And as you can hear who I'm playing, so that's who I'm going for. Go Red Raider, but the game's going to go over.
All right. He'll take Texas Tech and go over. We go to Keith. One final game. Rutgers. Mike's pick of the week. Rutgers goes to Minnesota. Minnesota is a 14.5 point favorite. 41 is a total. Keith.
Rutgers and the over.
All right. Harris.
Minnesota and the over.
Brian.
Rutgers and under.
Texas A&M, by the way, guys, has 3 players suspended this week.
Oh, okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, it just came
Yeah.
out.
Rutgers and
Yeah.
what'd you say, Brian? Over?
Under.
Under. Yeah. You know what? When's the last time Minnesota was favored by anything? And then you give them 2 touchdowns favored and then a hook on top of it. They're going to win by 2 touchdowns and lose by the hook. 28-14, Rutgers loses. I'll take Rutgers and the over. Bob.
Rutgers and under.
Okay. Rutgers and under. Larry.
Yeah, I got Rutgers in the over.
All right. Mike.
And the man who chose this game, because I think it's a desperate game for both these teams, because again, the key number is 6 to get to a bowl game. So, being from the area, and yes, I have a Rutgers hat somewhere. I am going to take the Scarlet Knights, and I am going to go. It's going to be a low-scoring game. It's probably going to be cold up there. Under.
Tim.
Gophers and over.
All right. Minnesota and over. All right. We go into the pro picks for the week now, folks. Brian, I'll tell you what, you can still take picks with us right here. We just won't use your pick as to the way we want to go. So we're going to have you go last every pick for us. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. Last week, let's see our pro totals last week. We had Tim 13 and 15. We had Keith 16 and 12. Larry 16 and 12. Mike 17 and 11. Bob and Harris both 18 and 10, and yours truly, Rob, 19 and 9 this past week.
Right.
On the
Nice.
on the pro side of things.
What was my college record this week? I missed what.
Your
And who had the
college
best
record
in
this
that?
week, Keith, 16-12.
And what was the highest? What was the best?
16-12 was. Oh no! I'm sorry. Keith's was 20-16.
Michael got it.
Mike with 22-14. You was
Wow,
20
good
and 16.
job, Mike.
Yep. So you got you by 2 picks there. We made no ground up on Brian, and Brian made no ground up on us because we all picked the same picks. But guess what? We really did pretty well this week. I got it right here. 1, 2, 3,
10
4,
and 4.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 3. Let's see.
10 and 4.
We took it 4, so we went 10 and 4, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Not bad. 10 and 4. We lost the Patriots, Chargers, Buccaneers, and Packers. All
Hopefully we
right.
won't do that wrong.
So remind me, everybody, when it's last pick for every game, we go right down to Brian, okay? And we may get an Alice before this is over. If we got 8 people in here, but it is dangerously close if Travis
Ninth is Alice.
or if Mike shows up. So Thursday night, let's start with Bob. The Ravens at the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are 2.5-point favorite, and the total is 44. Go for it, Bob.
With the over,
44.
I'm going to go with the Ravens and under.
All right, Larry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Baltimore and the under.
All right, Mike.
What has happened to Tom Brady? I heard Giselle hired a high-priced divorce lawyer today. And he's going to start thinking about that. You know, I don't know. I got to What's the over-under on that game?
44.
44. Oh, national television, Thursday night. Gotta go under. And I'm gonna go off the board. I'm gonna take Tampa Bay.
All right, Mike's going to go with the under. Tim.
Baltimore in the under.
Keith.
I'm going to go with Baltimore, and I'm going to go with over. Maybe Brady will get a couple touchdown passes.
Harris.
You know, Baltimore over and 3 tablets.
The only problem I have with going over in this game is how many, can Tampa kick 15 field goals in this game? They're not going to score any touchdowns. They hadn't done it the last 4 games. Tampa scares the crap out of me in this game. I'm taking Baltimore. I'm going under. Let's go to Brian.
I'm
2.5
taking
2.5 points.
Yeah, I'm taking Baltimore, and I got the under. Do you want my straight up pick now?
No. We won't get you straight up picks until we make our straight up picks.
Okay.
So you're going to take Baltimore and take the points.
Baltimore and under.
Under. Gotcha. All right. Let's go to Larry. Sunday. The Broncos playing the Jaguars. Jags are 4-point favorites. 40 is the total.
I'll take Broncos and the points and the under.
And the under. Mike.
The Jaguars. Oh Lord.
This is a London game, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Jacksonville's home team. Jacksonville has never lost in England.
All right.
I'm going to go with Jacksonville, and I'm going to take the over.
All righty. Tim.
Michael, that sounded like an excellent remix right there. Unfortunately, with it being scrambled. Jaguars in the over.
All right. Keith.
Yeah, Jaguars, and I have a feeling it could be one of those games that just is a blowout because the Broncos are kind of a mess and their coach is probably gone soon. So I'll go with the over. Jaguars maybe in a
Harris.
blowout.
Jacksonville's the best team in England. Jacksonville.
And you go over?
Over.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Who's going to kick more field goals? I think it's probably a 15-12 game. I really do. I'll take the Broncos. I'll go under. I just don't think neither team can score. Bob.
Jacksonville and under.
Jacksonville and under. And now we go to Brian.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville can score, but I don't think Denver will score over 10 points. They'll probably be under 10 points. So I'm taking Jacksonville under.
All right. Brian and takes him in the under. All right. We go to Mike.
Mm-hmm.
The Miami Dolphins on the road, 3.5-point favorites going to Detroit. 47 and a half.
On the road, huh?
On the road again.
Oh,
Got it.
Tua. He didn't play that bad. He didn't play that badly. And I don't know. I'm glad I didn't watch any of the second half because I heard the second half was a dog.
It was.
I trust Tua. I'm gonna go with the fish. I'm gonna go under.
All right. Tim.
The Fighting Ace Ventura's in the under. That's the Dolphins, by the way.
Gotcha. And the under.
Jim Carrey.
Yep.
I'm going to go with the Lions and the over on this one.
All right. Harris.
I'm going to go Dolphins and under, and Tua needs to stop playing reckless. He's one play away from getting knocked out again.
Did you go over or under?
Under?
Under, yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
I'm with you.
one play, he dove in head first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one play from losing his life.
Ending his career or his life.
Ending his
Yeah,
life.
you're right. Yeah. Matt Campbell. How can you fall so fast? But he's finding a way to do it, and it's in Detroit. Matt Campbell's job may be done by the end of the year here. I think the Dolphins are going to bury him here. I think it could be a 20, 25-point game. But I don't see Detroit scoring. I'll take Miami. I'll go with the under. Bob.
Miami and under.
Larry.
I'm going to go with Detroit
All right.
Right.
and the under.
And the under. Brian.
I like Miami and the over.
All righty.
Tua's been getting the ball out in 2 seconds pretty much every pass.
Yeah, yes. We going to whose turn? Tim? Tim?
So,
Yep. We got the Carolina Panthers heading to Atlanta. Atlanta is a 6-point favorite in this game. 41's the over under. Go for it, Tim.
I think that Carolina, nice little win last week against the punchless Brady's, but I think that Mariota will get back on track this week. So give me Atlanta and the under.
All right. Keith.
Yeah, I agree with that. Atlanta and
Harris.
This is one of those games where you throw it the side or die. Give me Atlanta in the under.
You know, week 16 or week 17, I may play evens and odds again.
Harris, you said Falcons and under?
Yeah.
All right. You know what? The Panthers look like they're happier now without McCaffrey, without Rule, and without some of the garbage that they had around. I don't know if McCaffrey was that bad an influence or not. We didn't know what we knew about.
and
what
somebody
we're doing.
besides Mayfield played too, I think.
Yeah, and the thing is, we're finding out now the guy in Seattle that went to Denver, all the ruckus he stirred up. Yeah, we don't know all this stuff that's going on. Some of these guys are prima donnas. I like the Panthers as a team now. You're going to give me 6 points, I'll take them. I think probably they lose. I'm going to take them, though. I'll take the Panthers. I'll go under. Bob.
Atlanta and under.
All right. Larry.
I have Atlanta and over.
Atlanta and over. Mike.
You know, who's home?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
They're
Oh,
6
they're on
point favorites.
turf. They're
Team
on
not
turf.
traveling.
They're 6 point
Ooh.
favorites. 6 point
I
favorites.
like. Well, you know, PJ Walker kind of impressed me a little bit. Not much, but he did. But they're home again. Atlanta's home. Got to go with Mariota. Take the Falcons. I think this could possibly be a shootout. Over.
All right, Brian.
I think 6 points is too much. I'm with you, Rob. I think Carolina is happy Matt Rule is gone. PJ Walker was the leading passer in the XFL last year, so he's got some abilities. I'm with Carolina and the over.
All righty. We're going to Keith. The Cardinals. They are heading to Minnesota.
And they do have an S at the end.
Oh, yeah, they do have an S on the end, and they are a bird that flies, and they're not just a red color. They are a couple of colors there of red. Cardinals heading to Minnesota. Minnesota is a 5.5 point favorite. 48's the total. Keith.
Minnesota and over. The baseball team, I think, was originally named after the color. It was like cardinal red or something.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Harris.
As much as I love the Cardinals helmets, Minnesota right now is the best team in the NFC. Minnesota and the over.
Yep. When I first saw this line, I was like, 5.5? 5.5? I was expecting 10 points. And guess what? Even had it been 10 points, I would have given it. I think Minnesota's that much better team. I have zero confidence in Kyler Murray. Give me the Vikings. I'll take the over. Bob.
Minnesota over.
Larry.
Minnesota and the under.
All right. Mike.
Both teams had terrible passing defense. So the question is, who's going to throw better, Kyle Cousins or Kirk Cousins or Kyler Murray? The answer is Minnesota will win the game, but it's going to be a late field goal. Take the Cardinals, take the over.
Tim.
Vikings in the over.
All right. And Brian.
I got Vikings and overs, and I like the Cardinals' white helmets too, and I like their black helmets they had last week too.
They've had them a couple of weeks now.
You went over, right?
Over, yes.
Okay. Let's see. Who do we go to now? Is it Harris's turn?
Yes.
Yep, Harris's turn. The Chicago Bears heading to Dallas to play the Cowboys. Cowboys are a 10-point favorite. Over under of 43.
Dak's got a week under his belt. He'll come out firing this week. Dallas in the over.
I looked at this one, and I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Yeah. Justin Fields played okay last night. Better than okay. I'd give him a C+ rating last night. Ain't happening against this team. No way. They do not reach double figures this week, but the Cowboys will very easily. This is going to be over just because Cowboys just kicked their rear end. Cowboys over. Bob.
Cowboys over.
Larry.
Dallas and over.
Mike.
You know how much I love Dallas. Yeah, I heard that Fields played well. They're home. I'm gonna have to take the Cowgirls. And
43.
43. They'll probably end the two teams 50 points. Over.
Tim.
Dallas in the over.
Keith.
Yeah, Dallas and over. I have a feeling the Cowboys are going to probably cause at least 3, if not up to like 5 or 6 turnovers. And
You
the
said over,
defense
right?
will probably score at least 1 touchdown.
Yeah,
You
over.
said over, didn't you, Keith?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Brian. Go against us.
No, I got Dallas and under. I think that Fields will be running for his life.
Hey,
You
he
got
was the best running back on the field last year.
Brian, you went under on that one, right?
Yes.
All right. Whose turn? Harris? Mine.
No, I just went.
Your turn.
All right, my turn. We got the Las Vegas Raiders going down to New Orleans to play the Saints. Raiders a 2.5 point favorite, and the Saints, and the total is 47. And I'm just like this. As soon as I saw this one, I was like, the Saints ain't favored by 1 or 2. You gonna give me points at New Orleans? I'll take them. New Orleans and the under. Bob.
What was the over under again?
47.
Saints and under.
Saints and under. Larry.
Yeah, I'll go with New Orleans and the under.
Mike.
The Raiders to me are one of the most unluckiest teams around. It's indoor. It's the indoor bowl. I like the Raiders, and I like the game over. I think it's going to be one of those close games.
All right. Tim.
I'll take Vegas in the over.
All right. Keith.
I'm going to go with the Saints and the under.
All right. Harris.
Saints and over.
And Brian.
I got Vegas and over. Vegas got a lot of superstars. They're all healthy, and New Orleans' best players are not healthy.
You said over.
Over.
All right. We're going to Bob. The Pittsburgh Steelers heading to Philadelphia, the cross-state rivals, to play the Eagles. The Eagles are a 10-point favorite. 44 is the over-under.
Got to go with the Eagles and over.
All righty. I just changed something on mine just before you said that. Larry.
I'm going to go with Pittsburgh.
All right.
Wow. We'll go with the over.
All right. Mike.
I can't see the Steelers playing well this week, especially against the Eagles. I'm going to take the Eagles to keep the undefeated streak going, and I'll take Steelers don't
44.
44. Oh Lord. I'll take the over.
Tim.
31-7 score. Philly in the under.
Keith.
I'm going to go with Pittsburgh in the under. You know, Pittsburgh kept Miami down to 16 points, and they got Otto and a couple guys that got a lot of speed at wide receiver. So defense keeps them closer and keeps the score down.
Harris.
This is one of those situations where that bye week is going to hurt Philadelphia. They're going to come out flat. Give me Pittsburgh in the under.
All right. I just don't know where Pittsburgh's going to score their points, man. This is what scares me. I mean, I know Philadelphia's going to score. I don't know how they find ways in the end zone. They're the luckiest undefeated team ever, I guess, if you want to call them that. But they find ways to get the ball in the end zone. And by the end of the game, they'll have 30. I just don't know if we're going to – it's just going to barely go over. I'll take the Eagles in the over. Brian.
I'm taking the Eagles over. Philadelphia's fourth in offense, fourth in defense. They're just way better than Pittsburgh. Pickens throws too many interceptions. So Eagles and over.
We got you. Let's see. Mike's turn, Larry's turn.
I think we're at Larry.
Larry's turn. Yep. Larry, the New England Patriots going to the New York Jets. The Patriots are a 1-point favorite, so it's pretty much a pick'em game. 41 to over under.
Yeah, I know New England played bad last night, but I'm going to take the Patriots. And what was the over under?
41.
41. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll go with the under.
All right. Mike.
Well, the Jets lost a good running back today, and then they picked up one.
Yeah.
All right, wait a minute.
Oh,
Made a
I
trade.
didn't hear the transaction. What happened?
Who they get him from? Was it
Jacksonville.
the guy from
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville Jaguars?
Jacksonville.
Robinson or something?
Yeah.
Robinson.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got him
Fifth round
today.
pick they got for him.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Does that?
But Brees
does that
Hall's
make
out
me
for a
change
year.
my love
Hall
for
is
the-
out.
I know that was terrible. That was
Jets
terrible.
also lost their
Yeah.
best offensive lineman in Vera Tucker. He's going to be out also, and that's 2 number 1 draft picks of the last 2 years they've lost.
Who, the Jets?
Does that make me like the Jets more? No. Zappy, my man Zappy. I know they didn't play well last night, but it's a Zappy moment. He's gonna be a legend. I'm gonna take the Patriots. But 41, that's not a lot of points. Let's go under.
All right, Tim.
I just like the momentum the Jets have. I understand with Hall not being in the lineup kind of hurts, but give me the Jets in the under.
Keith.
I'm going to go for a bounce back here for the Patriots a little bit and under. Patriots and
All
under.
right. Harris.
This game's going to help the Patriots be eliminated by Thanksgiving. Give me the Jets in the under.
Yeah, the fans in New England calling for Jones's head. Now Jones ends up in that altercation, and he could be fined by the NFL. They're talking like they want to start Jones, but you can't have that controversy 9 weeks into the season. Jets at least have an idea of what they're going to do. I'll take the Jets. I'll go under. Bob.
Jets and under.
Alrighty. And Brian.
I'm with you. I'm not sure New England knows what to do with their quarterback situation. I'm with the Jets and under.
All right. All right. We going to Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Mike, the Tennessee Titans going to the Houston Texans. The Titans are 4-point favorites. 41's a lucky number, it looks like. Go for it, Mike.
A battle of Houston. Old Houston against new Houston. I keep liking that Houston quarterback. And Tannehill is overrated. I'm going to take the Texans. I think I'm going to go over on this one.
All right.
And
Tim.
you said that Tennessee was only a 4-point favorite?
Yeah.
Okay, that helps out because I somehow thought I'd heard 11 when I was writing down your score.
Wow. And they may be up that high now. It could be that high as a favorite.
Yeah, with it not being that much, I still think Tennessee can win by a touchdown. Knock on wood, they can get their running game in order. Give me Titans in the over.
Keith.
I'm going to go with the Texans and the under.
All right. Harris.
Clay Martin's crew has the game, so there's going to be a lot of DPI in the defensive backs. Let's go Texans in the over.
All right. Yeah, Titans got the same situation. Tannehill hurt a little bit. Now Malik Willis. Now you got people in Tennessee wanting to see Malik Willis. Kind of crazy. He should not be starting yet. He's not ready for it. I'm with Mike. I like General Mills here. I really do. I think he's going to do something here. I'm going to take the Texans. I'll go under. Bob.
What's the over under again?
41 points. Titans are favored by 4.
Texas and over.
All right. Larry.
Yeah, I also have Houston and the over.
All right. And Brian.
Vrabel said that Tannehill's progressing, so I'm not convinced he's not playing. I think he'll probably play. He's not getting any help from his wide receivers. His top receivers only got 20 catches, and the others only have 10. So, but I'm still on Tennessee and over on this game.
All right, so you give up the points. Brian says Tennessee and
The nice thing about this referee crew, though, Brian, is they don't have to catch the ball. They're going to get the 3 yard.
Little 2 or 3 yard plunge.
He's saying it's going to be pass interferences all day. Is what Aaron's saying.
Clay Martin's crew is averaging 9 pass interference calls a game.
Wow.
Is that the most?
Yeah.
Tennessee is really missing that A.J. Brown. They should never let him go.
Yeah.
They're on a 4-game winning streak, so that's kind of why I'm liking Tennessee.
Tim's turn.
Yep, sure.
Yes.
Tim, we got the New York Giants. They're going to Seattle to play the Seahawks. Seahawks are a 2-point favorite.
Oh, I hate that.
46 and a hook. Tim.
Whole lot of Saquon and a whole lot of short passes and maybe a few Daniel Jones runs. I think that the Giants can keep this low scoring and get a victory. Give me the Giants in the under.
Keith.
I'll go with the Seahawks in the under on that one.
All right. Harris.
You know how I feel, East going West. Even though the Giants are the worst one-loss team in the league, I'm still going to take Seattle in the under.
All right. I think somewhere Geno Smith's bubble has to burst somewhere.
It ain't here.
The Giants have a way of just staying in ball games. I think they're going to play well here. I think it's going to be a good ball game, probably down to the last 2 or 3 minutes. Giants win this thing by a field goal. I'll take the Giants. I'm going to stay under. We'll go under the total. Bob.
Giants and under.
Larry.
I'm going to take Seattle in the under.
All right. Mike.
What's the number on the game? I'm sorry.
Giants, Seahawks. Seahawks are a 2-point favorite is all. 46 and a hook.
46. Giants. The Giants are the worst 6-1 team in football. Yet they hang in there. They play well. They got Barkley. They got Danny Dimes, who will run the ball, probably run more than he'll throw. You know what? I'm gonna take my Giants, even though I think Seattle's gonna win by a point. 23 to 20.
So this is a homer pick, right?
46.
Yeah, this is a homer pick.
46 and a hook.
46 under.
All right. We go to Keith. The Washington Commandos. I mean, the Commanders.
Did you get Brian?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Brian, thank you.
Yeah, I got
Giants, Seahawks, 2-point favorites.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Seattle. Neither team's very good at stopping the run, and both teams have great running backs. So I'm going to go Seattle and over.
Over. All right. We'll go to Keith now. The Commanders. Washington actually beat Green Bay last week.
Yeah.
I don't know how in the world.
They always seem to. For some reason, they always seem to beat the
They
Packers.
have a chance against them anyway. They're going to play the Colts this week. Going to play Matty Ryan. Actually, Ryan's out, isn't he?
Yes,
Yep.
Sam Ellinger.
Ryan's out for the year. Yeah.
Yeah, he's done.
Ryan's done.
He's not for
and
the year, but who knows?
Yeah, he's out for the year, and I think I've even heard somebody say that he was talking about maybe having a press conference later in the week. He may be retiring. We'll
Yeah,
see.
I heard that today.
I'd heard that too. Yeah, Commanders at the Colts. So the Colts got their backup. Commanders got their backup going this week as well. Colts 4 and a hook favorites. Keith, 43 is the total.
Heineke playing instead of Wentz. I'm going to go with the Commanders. And what was the total over?
43.
43 flat.
43. We'll go under that. I think
Under
the-
that. All right, Harris.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm ever taking a team from Washington before. Give me Washington and the over.
You know what? Indianapolis wasn't impressing me when they had Matt Ryan. they lost games. I mean, they found ways to lose the games. Their defense is not that great either, and their offensive line was a shambles a couple times I've seen them play. If that Washington defensive line can get in there to them, they don't have a chance. You go give me 4 and a hook, I will take it. Commanders over. I think he's going to score 30 themselves. Bob.
Hate to do this, but Colts and under.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Larry.
Yeah, I'm taking Washington and the under.
All right. Mike.
Oh boy, it's Heineke beer against Sam Erlinger from Texas. So we're gonna go with the Erlinger, the Texas boy, and we'll take the under.
Colts and under. Okay. Cam.
I'll take the Commanders because Heineke doesn't make that many mistakes. Knock on wood, and I'll take the under.
All right, Brian. Which way you going to go, my friend?
Heineke brings more energy than Wentz had, and he's got a good connection with McLaren, their best receiver. I like Washington in the under.
All
right.
Wow.
Sadly, the ex-Buckeye wide receivers are doing very well this year. Olave leads all rookies in yards, I think. So
Yeah. Harris's turn. The 49ers, a 1.5 favorite going to LA Rams. How about that? They're a 1.5 favorite going to the Super Bowl champion. 41's a total for these two teams. How about that?
You're going to give me the Rams at home and a 1.5?
Yep.
I'll take the Rams.
At home and a 1.5.
Yeah.
And you'll go
41?
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah, I'm with you there. This game has got to go over, folks. It's got to go over.
It's got to go over by halftime.
It could be. Yeah, you're right. This could be a 55, 60-point game. I really think it could be. I am not sold on Stafford on a second time. I just don't think Stafford is playing as well. The 49ers are going to get their junk together. They got McCaffrey too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He plays classic too. Yeah.
Before long, they got to be able to jail some kind of way or another. I think they're better than the Rams at this point. I'm not going to say that maybe a month from now, but I'm going to take the 49ers. I'm going to go over the total. Bob.
I'm going to say Rams and over.
All right. Larry.
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams and over.
All right. Mike.
I think there's going to be more 49er fans at Sophie than Ram fans. So in this case, let's take the 49ers and let's go over.
Tim.
And my wisdom when they played the first time, remember the 49ers have won 8 or 9 straight against the Rams. So let's hope this trend continues. 49ers and the over.
All right. Keith.
I'm going to go with the Rams in the over.
All righty. And we go to
Brian.
It's the 49ers 7 straight in regular season, Tim, over Sean McVay. He's got it over McVay. And LA's offensive line, they lose their left tackle, and both guards, I think, are injured as well. So they weren't playing very good when they had their starters. Now they don't have their starters. I think San Francisco will win this game, and it'll go over.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Is it come back to me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sunday night football. The Packers going to Buffalo Bills. Attention, attention. Aaron Rodgers, you're a 10.5-point underdog for the
He's
first
going
time.
to expose them, he said.
Has he ever
Oh, yeah.
been a double-digit underdog?
He's never been a double-digit underdog in his life.
And he's never
that
lost
was a
four in a
quote.
row.
What Keith said was a quote exactly from Aaron Rodgers Sunday. I got it right here. And this is I got the quote down right here. Let me tell you what he says. I mean, and I mean, it's just, let's see.
Colorado 1-0.
Yeah,
We're
you're
going.
gonna be way ahead
This,
of me.
this was his quote. We're going to Buffalo Sunday Night Football, and we're looking to expose them for what they are. That's what Aaron Rodgers said.
You better
about
hope he
Buffalo.
doesn't, because if he does, they're going to get
All
blown
he's
up.
going to do is take that stupid helmet off and look at that dumbass haircut he's got. The Bills will win this game, and I'm going to go out on a limb. Aaron Rodgers will get knocked out of this game. Bills, huge, maybe by 35 and over. I'm going over the total of 48. Bob,
Bills and
Who's
over.
you going to take the Bills?
Yep.
All right. Larry,
Well, I'm going to take Green Bay
all right.
and over.
And the over. We got you. Mike.
Josh Allen versus Aaron Rodgers. Honestly,
And 53
Yeah,
other, but the thing of it is, the 53 others on the other team,
Here we go.
on each team makes a little bit of a difference.
I don't know. I can't go. Rodgers got the experience, but I want to see what kind of hair he's going to bring. If he puts it up in a man bun, he might have a chance. He's not going to do that. I'm taking the Bills, and I'm going over.
Tim.
By the way, Harris, that fun little stat about the Avalanche have 52% power play conversion and have scored 11 of their 20 goals on the power play.
Wow.
It is ridiculously good. Okay, back to, and I've turned off the Blue Jackets game as well. Buffalo will win by, oh, geez, you could almost throw any number out, but I won't say any number. I'll say 4 touchdowns and go over.
Over. Keith.
Yeah, the thing is, Rodgers can throw a perfect pass, but his guys can't catch anything. So I'll go with the Bills to cover, and I'll go
48.
with the over. Yeah,
Over.
I'll go with the over.
Harris.
Rodgers has done 2 stupid things in his life. 1, letting Danica Patrick go.
Right.
2, opening his mouth with what he said about Buffalo.
3, letting
Bills,
Olivia Munn go.
Do what?
I said 3, letting Olivia Munn go.
Oh, yeah.
You said,
Gotta have Danica.
would you say Bills and over? Or-
Bills and over, and if Buffalo can put 70 on the board themselves, they will.
Does he still have a relationship with State Farm? Because I've seen Mahomes more than him
Yeah,
lately.
yeah, he still
Rodgers
does.
at all on it.
He still does. He still
Okay.
does. Brian, tell us why you're going to take the Packers.
Are you kidding me? Buffalo's going to get a very good defensive tackle back this week, I think, Jordan Phillips. So Green Bay's going to have a hard time running the ball. They're going to have a hard time protecting Rodgers with Von Miller. You know, I don't see Buffalo might shut the Packers out. And Buffalo may score 45 themselves, but I'm going to take Buffalo and take the under.
All right. Bob. The Bengals of Cincinnati going to Cleveland. And Super Bowl runner-ups are 3-point favorites. The Bengals are 3-point favorites. 47's a total. Go for it, Bob.
Tough game. Give me the Brownies and under.
All right, Larry.
Yeah, the Browns are going to do something stupid, and they're going to win. Take the Browns in the under.
You'll blow a draft pick.
I love it. I love it. Go do something stupid and lose. I mean, go do something and win, rather. Mike.
I wonder if the Brownies are going to wear their alternate uniforms on Monday night. Do you know, Tim?
No idea.
I haven't heard a thing.
Okay, that's all right. I still like the Bengals. Joe Burrow, how can you not forget what he did last week? I'm taking the Bengals, but I'm going to go over just a little bit.
I do like Burrow. I like
Oh,
Burrow.
yeah. He's a great quarterback. Yeah. Tim.
Thing that scares me is that the Browns pass rush could do something in this game, you know. But the problem is I don't think that they can cover everyone, even Mixon coming out of the backfield. For that point, I'll take Cincinnati in the over.
All right. Keith.
I guess I'll go with Cincinnati and the under because I'm thinking like 31-14, which is not quite 47.
Yeah. Harris.
Division matchup, probably what is the worst division in football right now.
Yeah.
Cincinnati and what was the total?
47.
Under.
Yeah, I don't like the way Brissett's been. Is Brissett right?
Justin,
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's still
man,
Jacoby.
I watched him play against Baltimore this past weekend, and he looked like he didn't know which hand. He looked like he didn't even know which hand to put the football in. He scares me a lot. This Bengals defense is a little bit better than better than that Cincinnati, better than that Baltimore
Baltimore.
What
defense.
school did he play at, by the way?
Huh?
What's that? What's
Brissett?
yeah.
What college did Jacoby Brissett go to?
Anybody know?
I'll,
Tim's usually got it all right there on the screen.
Yeah, you should get,
Out west, somewhere
Nope.
out west. Was it
No.
Arizona State?
no.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Was it out
like
west?
Marshall
No.
or something like that, Tim?
Not
No.
Marshall.
No.
Hold on. He's got it in front of him, but he's not telling us. Hold on.
sounds like it's somewhere out east.
It's not a
or
big
west.
not a Big Ten team.
Not a Big Ten
What
team.
an SEC team.
Not an SEC team, but you're getting warmer, Harris.
ACC.
ACC?
ACC?
Boston
Wait, hold on.
College.
Jacoby Brissett.
Not Boston College. Think the first game we picked tonight.
West Virginia, no.
Louisville.
I
No,
can't remember the first game. I wasn't on.
Virginia
Oh,
NC
Tech.
State? NC State?
NC State.
Von
He went to
Tech.
Oh,
NC
but
State.
Jacoby Brissett. All right.
Yeah, went to NC State.
And guess what? He's 90 miles away from me, and I never heard him while he was in college.
Well, that's because
Yeah.
NC State already gave up on their quarterbacks after Philip Rivers went there.
Yeah, well, Philip Rivers was a joke too down there. I always said he was a joke in the pros. He's
I'm surprised
the
he brought his
worst
first kid there.
the worst Hall of Famer ever. And he was just he was a big mouth. I never liked him either. I never liked him.
Yeah,
The Bengals. I'm going against the NC State quarterback. Okay, just because Brissett was an NC State quarterback. Bengals and under. Brian.
I'll go Bengals and under. The last 3 games, they're starting to look like a team that's going to compete with Buffalo and Kansas City.
Yep. So, folks, we are just about ready now to go against Brian's crew for the week. Let me get my trusty pencil out, and we will get our picks out first, and then afterwards we'll ask for Brian's whole row of picks. The Ravens are getting points, guys. I still like your Ravens. Bob, do you like your Ravens?
Yes.
Larry,
Do I like the Ravens?
against the Bucks, or you think the Bucks are going to win by 1 point or 2 points?
Ravens.
Tim,
Ravens.
Keith.
Ravens.
All right, so we're going to take the Ravens on Thursday night.
Can we still fire Harbaugh?
6 of us. Let's see, Brian. We can't
That
go with.
means
That's
you
right,
have
we
to
can't
fire
go with
Rivera,
Brian
too.
right here. We can't go with Brian. I have to circle his pick because we're going against him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jags.
Brian,
Jags are favorites, so we'll take the Jaguars. Dolphins are favorite, and 1, 2, 3, 5 of us took the Dolphins, so we'll take the Dolphins as our team this week. The Falcons. 6 of you guys took the Falcons. I like the Panthers, but we're going with the Falcons though. Vikings, we all went with the Vikings, but Mike. Sorry, Mike, we're taking the Vikings this week.
Another one of those.
Cowboys,
one and
nobody
win.
even looked at the Bears twice on this one. Raiders. All right. 4 people picked the. No. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, 4 people picked the Saints, but they're not favored. I think they win. Bob, against the Raiders, do you think the Saints win outright?
I think so, yes.
Larry,
Yes.
Keith.
Yes.
All right, so we will take the Saints. The Aints.
Nice I don't
We'll
have to
take
say
them
yes
this
or no.
week.
Wow.
Let's see. Eagles. 1, 2, 3, 4 people took the Eagles, so we will take them straight up. All right. Patriots. 3 people like the Patriots this week. We may end up. I like a Jet straight up. Tim.
I like Jets straight up.
Harris.
Jets.
Bob.
Jets.
All right, so we're going with the Jets as a group this week. All right. Titans. 2 people like it Titans, and 5 of us actually took the Texans. But you know what? I actually think the Titans may win the game, so I'll switch over. I took the Texans in 4 points, but the straight up win, I'll take the Titans. Mike,
No.
you taking the Texans?
Houston.
Keith,
Houston.
Exciting down there.
Harris,
Texans.
Bob.
Texans.
All right, so we'll take the Texans in. All right. All righty.
By the way, this Colorado power play will not be existing because it's the own player high stick with the other player.
All right.
Yeah, it's under
Alex,
review.
Alex, we're going to pick you right here, Alex. It looks like it's going to be a 2-point favorites, the Seahawks. Keith, Harris, and Larry. Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's 7 of us. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Alex. I'm just screwing with you, bro. I'm just screwing. We don't need you, Alex. No. We need you, bro. We need you. We need you to stay in here. But,
We'd have to have one person watching this.
yeah, Giants.
Yeah.
Giants are not favored. We're getting 2 points. I'll take the Giants anyway, straight up. Tim,
Yep, taking Giants straight up.
Bob,
Giants.
Mike. Did you say the Seahawks are going to win by a point?
Yes.
So you're taking the Seahawks.
I'll take the Seahawks.
So all right. So we will go with Seahawks then.
Last time I did that, I won. Remember that.
All right. We'll see what happens. Commanders. They're getting points. Bob and Mike already took the Colts straight up. I like the Commanders straight up. Keith,
Commanders.
Harris,
Washington.
Larry.
Washington.
All right.
I refuse to call him that C name.
Yeah,
You want to call them the
I call him a
Redskins?
C name.
Yeah.
It's going to end with a T, not an S.
yeah.
Even the announcers call them the Redskins.
49ers. 3 people took the Niners. I was one of them. Is anybody thinking Niners win by 1 point, but the Rams cover? Or Harris, do the Rams win outright?
I'm going to stay with the Rams at home.
Bob.
I'm staying with the Rams.
Larry.
Yeah, I like the Rams.
Keith.
I like the Rams.
All right, we'll take the Rams. All right. The Bills, everybody but Larry went with the Bills this week, so we'll take them on Sunday night. Monday
Man, I like you.
night, 2 people went with the Browns, but the Bengals, we took 5 of us. So we will take the Bengals. So this is our list. Ravens, Jags, Dolphins, Falcons, Vikings, Cowboys, Saints, Eagles, Jets, Texans, Seahawks, Commanders, Rams, Bills, and Bengals. All right. So we go to Brian. The first game is, hold on, Ravens and Buccaneers. Tell us you took the Buccaneers, my friend.
Ravens.
He took the Ravens. So we same. Okay.
Check backstage, Rob.
Huh?
Check your backstage.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Look here. Oh, no. Don't tell me that. Don't do
Who
that
is
like
Alice?
that. Who is that? Oh, my
That's
God.
only one
It
move.
won't give you
Oh, I
this-
thought it
won't
was
give
going to do it, but it didn't do it. Oh, my God. That was so funny. Thanks, Harris.
Yeah.
That was too cool. So, Brian, tell us you took your Broncos.
Jacksonville.
He took Jacksonville. We did too. All right, next game. Tell us you took the Lions.
We took Cowboys.
Oh,
Huh?
Lions aren't playing the Cowboys.
Lions
No, no,
played
no,
the
no.
Oh.
Lions and Dolphins. Lions and
Oh,
Dolphins,
okay,
Brian.
okay. My order down.
That was last week,
He's
Brian.
jumping ahead of us a little bit, but that's
Yeah.
all right. Go for it, Brian.
Dolphins.
He's taking the Dolphins.
Oh,
Okay.
you got to have the old school one with the dolphin with the
no,
helmet.
that's
I
okay.
do have the old school and they
All
won
right.
last
Yeah, I
week.
like
We
their
took,
stuff.
the,
Yeah, I gotta
we
get
took the
mine.
Falcons. You guys taking Panthers?
We got the Falcons.
The Dirty
Yeah,
Birds.
we did too. We did too. Cardinals and Vikings. We took the Vikes.
Vikings.
We did too. Bears and Cowboys. Tell us you please took the Bears this week.
Terry helped us that moment.
Okay, yeah, all right. He was looking forward to that so much he showed it 3 games ahead of time. Raiders and Saints. Did you take the Raiders? The Raiders. I'm gonna
We're
say
on
they
the
did.
Raiders.
They are. I thought maybe they were going to take the Raiders. So
There you go, old school.
Saints versus the Raiders. All right,
There you go.
we're taking the Eagles. I don't think you took the Steelers. We hope you did. I didn't think so. You took your the Eagles.
Eagles.
Patriots and Jets. We took the Jets.
Jets are
Everybody except
wearing
me.
the Jets are wearing their blackout uniforms this week. We got the Jets.
All right, okay. Titans and Texans. We're taking the Texans.
There you go.
Is that the one, Tim?
And,
No.
you're taking
No,
the
that's
Titans.
the new fish.
That's new fish.
Yelled at
Brian,
the
you took the Titans.
Yes.
All right, so that's 2 games we've won against.
I
them.
want Dan Marino Dolphins logo.
All right. Giants and Seahawks. We actually took the Seahawks.
Thanks to me.
Yeah.
Rob didn't want to. Who'd you guys
We
take?
looked at this as a pick'em game, and I think it's the best game of the week.
I think so too.
Seahawks.
You took the Seahawks. Okay. Commanders and Colts. I actually like this game this week. We took the Commanders, but I can understand fully if you guys took the Colts.
We got
Went with,
Commanders.
went with Washington. Okay.
Was that easy to find?
49ers.
I made it.
Amen.
No.
It's easy to find when you make it, brother.
All right,
That's right.
49ers and Rams. We took
this
the
one's
Rams.
finally out for hockey.
Oh, Kraken.
Kraken. I
At
love
least the Kraken.
Yeah,
I love that
I
uniform.
wrote to the company and they sent me the one helmet.
Oh, you guys taking
Yeah.
the 49ers.
Making the 49ers.
3 different.
All right.
I like that uniform.
Packers and
Okay.
Bills, all we are doing is praying that you like Aaron Rodgers a whole lot more than we do. Green Bay.
No.
No,
I
okay.
didn't think
Are,
so.
are we everything exact again?
No,
No.
no, no.
There's
We
3
got
different
three.
races.
Okay.
We got 3.
I ain't been paying attention.
Bengals and Browns, Brian.
We like the Bengals.
We do too. So we're so far. Let's see. Your channel's what? +2.
Yeah.
+2.
Hey, Rob,
So
what number did we
these-
guess would be different this week?
Do what?
When we were chatting texting, how many did we guess we'd have different?
Me and Keith were texting earlier, and I said I think we'll have 3 differences. Keith says I think we'll have 3 differences as well. We got 3 differences. Saints and Raiders. Our channel takes the Saints.
So we get
They
a point
take-
for that, Rob, right there. Just
Yeah,
Definite.
we'll get one in our head, in our mind for it anyway. We got the
Yeah.
Saints. They're taking the Raiders. Brian's is. Texans. We're taking the Texans. They're getting the Titans. And the Rams. We're taking the Rams. They're taking the 49ers. Now, Brian, let's see. Let's start with Brian. Your lock of the week. Last week, your locks of the week, folks. Let's go it that way. Let's see. Bob, he took your Patriots. You got the over, though, so you got a half one. Rob took the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs in the over. Bang, bang. Mike took the Giants in the under. Bang, bang.
Woo!
Brian took the Jets in the under. Bang, bang. Harris took the Packers in the under. Wow, wow, wow. Keith took the Penn State Nittany Lions in the over. Bang, bang. Tim took TCU, the Horned Frogs, in the over. Bang, bang. Boy, oh boy. Larry took Ohio State in the under. Bang. Just
Bang.
one bang, though. Let's see. Bob, have I already called you?
Yes, you did.
All right. Did I call everybody?
I'm the only one that missed both.
Yeah, you was the only one that
I
missed both,
sucked
Harris.
last week.
All right.
Jumping.
So, Harris, let's start with
Got to do more
you then, brother.
deliveries.
We're going to start with you, Harris. We're going to start with you this week.
Oh, that's easy. Dallas.
He's going to take Dallas and the over. And that's going to be his lock of
That's
the
easy
week.
one this week.
By the way,
All
12 and 4 for the locks. That's a healthy week in Vegas.
Is that what we did?
Yep.
All
Go for
right.
locks.
Good deal. Let's do it.
Can we
Let's do it
start
again.
selling these then?
All right. So nobody gets the Cowboys game. Brian, you can go next.
I don't want that.
I'm most confident about San Francisco LA Rams game. I don't think the Rams will be able to keep San Francisco off their quarterback. I'm taking San Francisco as my lock and the over.
And the over. All right. I'll skip me. I'll come back to me last. Bob.
Give me the Bills.
He'll take the Bills and the over. All right. Larry, your lock of the week, my friend.
Yeah, I'm going to go college,
Oh, yeah, sure. Sure.
and I am going to take Oregon
He likes
minus
the
15.5 over Cal.
Oregon minus 15.5, and you're going to go with the over.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Mike.
I'm going to the college game too. I'm going to take the Wake.
Wake Forest. and the under.
Correct.
Tim.
Michael, you took my lock, but that's okay. That's what I was going to use. But I will go to the pro game this week, hopefully, and I will say Minnesota covering the 5.5 and going over the 48.
One of the games that I selected.
Keith.
Well, nobody took Ohio State yet.
Nope. Nobody took Georgia yet. Nobody took USC
I
yet.
guess I'll go with USC in the under in that game against Arizona.
All right.
I could
USC.
take the Commanders too, but I'm not so sure on that one.
Yeah. Oh boy. Boy. Couple of stolen games. I just say stolen games. A couple of
Stolen.
them.
Wait, I stole Wake. I know that.
Yeah, no, I didn't like not the Wake game so much now.
Okay.
But there's some games here I do like, so we'll find one.
There are some good college TV games this week.
Man, you know what? Ohio State is 14.5 points better than Penn State. They gotta be. If they're not, they don't deserve to be a top 5 team. We saw what Michigan could do to them, and I think Ohio State's better offensively. Yeah, I'll take 61.5 should not be that big a deal. It really shouldn't. So I'll take Ohio State in the over for the week. Any last comments for you? We've been here almost a couple hours tonight because it's so many of us picking, which is awesome. I do appreciate everybody here. Baseball wise, football wise,
World Series picks.
Do what? Yeah,
World Series.
World Series picks. Brian, team and the team you've taken, and how many games?
Houston in 6 games.
Houston in 6. Harris.
I was going to say Houston early on, but I'm feeling an upset here, guys. We are going Philadelphia in 6.
In 6. Okay, so they're going to win in Houston. Okay. Keith.
Houston in 6. I was thinking about that yesterday, and that's what I.
Gotcha. Tim.
Yeah, I don't think Houston will sweep, so it's not gonna be a 3-4-4. But I like Houston and give me Houston in 5.
Alex
Mike.
agrees with you, Tim.
Mike.
Everybody, being from Texas, you think I'm going with the trash cans? No. I'm going with the Phillies in 7.
Oh, all right.
We're going to
Hilarious.
get a snowstorm. Me and Mike will agree.
I got Houston in 5.
All right, Bob.
I'm going for an upset with Philly in 7.
And my wife doesn't want me to pick Houston either.
Guess what? You know what? After seeing what they did, every time they get behind, Philadelphia found a way. And the thing of it is, the Padres bullpen, I think, is every bit as good as Houston's. Their starters are not as good. But man, oh man, every time they had to find a way to win, they won it. Phillies in five, folks. They're going to win at home. They're going to win one. They're going to win one of those games in Houston, and then they're going to win at home. I like them. I like them to win at home.
That's the key. If they need to split those first two games.
Yeah, they got
to
win
lose
well.
those first two.
Yep, they're out of
it.
They pretty much are.
And you know why? Another reason why the Padres lost, and I didn't realize it until somebody said it on sports radio. Why was John Hader the man you picked up from Milwaukee to be the closer, to come in and pitch against Bryce Harper?
Well, I got even a better question for you. In the ninth inning, and it's one out, why do you bunt if you're San Diego?
Oh, I know that.
We had that conversation.
You give up an out, and you get to second and third. Did anybody else notice that? And it was
Yes.
I noticed it, yeah.
You cannot do that with one out.
No.
You've got to give yourself two shots at getting that run in.
Right. You can't give an out away right there.
All they were hoping for here was a wild pitch, pass ball, or something like that. And that can't happen. You go up there swinging at the first goddamn pitch.
Yeah. Now, over the weekend, when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were playing, Mike Evans met a line judge and a side judge
I saw that.
In the tunnels, and they both you could witness them getting autographs from them.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get fired. They're going to get fired.
Well, wait a minute.
They've already solved that.
That's a little while ago.
What
Okay?
happened?
From what I seen while we were here, that's already been cleared.
Yeah,
Oh, really? So they're not.
Okay, they said they weren't. There was no autographs involved. It was all about golf.
All right. Did anybody else see a marker that I saw?
I don't
Evans
remember.
was asking for a Golf Pro's phone number is what was going on.
Oh, Larry, what did you say, Larry?
A phone number, giving out a phone number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It sure looked like he didn't take his. It did not look like he was picking up this pen a lot. I don't buy it. I really don't buy that one. That's one I do not.
Well, we will
buy.
start talking about referees.
Yeah.
You and I had a conversation early in the week.
Yeah.
There's a 19-year veteran who probably will not make it to his 20th season after this year.
Jerome Boger.
Boger, after the roughing the passer call
on Tom Brady. Yeah.
Oh.
If you go back and look, 2 years ago, him and his entire crew were set for the playoffs.
And they got suspended.
Last season,
They got
every member of his crew worked a playoff game except for him.
Yep.
He has already been told this year he will not have a playoff game.
And Harris has some inside info because he knows some of the
Two guys that are on his crew, both those deep wings, I used to officiate with in Maryland.
Yeah.
For high school ball.
So Harris
Monroe and Alonzo Randall.
Harris called me early in the week and said Boger's in some trouble. He said he may end up getting him before it's all said and done.
There's a possibility he may not finish the season.
Wow.
Go for it, Brian.
Yeah, in the last two Chiefs games, the referees cost the Chiefs 3 timeouts. 1 2 weeks ago. And the Chiefs were trying to signal a huddle up, and they called a timeout thinking the Chiefs were asking for a timeout when they were not. And then they spotted the ball.
Andy Reid one too.
Yeah, and then they had a spot of the ball, and so the Chiefs had a play and their personnel on the field, and then they moved the spot, and they cost us another timeout. They took half our timeout the last 2 weeks.
They're no fun.
The officiating this year has been downgraded. Period.
It has been terrible. Hey, I tell you what, let's go back around one more time. MVP of the World Series, Keith will be.
Oh my gosh.
you'd think somebody like Altuve, but he's been struggling so bad. So go with Bregman.
Bregman, Tim,
I'll go with Yordan Alvarez.
Don Alvarez, Mike.
I don't know. Bryce Harper sounds good to me.
All right, Larry.
Yeah, I like Alvarez as well.
All right, Bob.
I like Bryce.
I tell you what, something tells me that one of these guys that don't play huge parts in the games
That
is
usually
going to do something. I'm
I'll throw
going
a dark horse in for you.
Brandon Marsh. I'm going to go
You
Brandon
really think
Marsh
Oh no.
as the MVP.
I thought
Brian,
you might say Segura or something.
I
Yeah, I think
almost
it-
did.
I think the most obvious choice is Harper, but I think Houston's going to win, and I'm going to pick Jeremy Pena, the shortstop.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
another good pick.
All right, we got you.
Yeah.
And did we start with Harris or did we start with
No,
Keith?
we'll start with Keith. So Harris gets a
Keith.
pick.
All right, Harris.
Even though I'm taking Philly to win, I'm going to take a long shot here, and I'm going to say Bregman.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll throw a dark horse name out there. Yuli Gurriel.
Gurriel.
I
Okay.
considered him.
Papo Mar-a-Lago says Kyle Schwarber. Alex says Jordan Alvarez. Yeah. Schwarber's never a bad pick because, man, he can kill it ball. He's got 50 home runs, play regular season and playoffs combined.
It could be Hoskins too.
It could be. And I tell you what,
Yeah.
let's make it one final question.
You know, I
Yes,
saw
just
Alex post that Go Team Jabroni, and I was thinking, are the Lakers team Lebroni?
Boney
Yeah,
Jabroni.
LeBron.
Boney Lebroni, yeah. Or chubby Lebroni. Last question of the night, guys. It's just gonna be a yes or no question. Now what was I gonna even ask? Oh my gosh.
It's my fault. I interrupted.
That's all right.
At least you got your electric.
At least you
Yeah.
got your electric back, Keith. Yeah, well, you
I
have
don't know
electric.
why it went out, but it was out
Yeah.
about 45
Nick
minutes.
Castellanos
Pay
says
your bill.
I was worried there for a moment.
what was I going to say? Oh, I know what my question is. 2023. Kid from the Yankees. What's his name?
Aaron
Judge.
Judge.
Aaron Judge.
I have
Bob
Yankees.
Bryant, we're going to start with you. In 2023, Aaron Judge will be playing for the New York Yankees. Yes or no, Bob?
No.
Larry,
I'm going to say yes.
Mike,
As a fan, no.
Tim,
No.
Keith.
I'll say yes, because I just don't know how many other bidders out there there's going to be.
There are three.
Yeah, Harris.
There might be 29 other bidders, but the Yankees are going to give him anything he wants.
Brian.
I don't think the Yankees are going to pony up. I think he's going to go to the Dodgers.
I agree. And the thing is, the Dodgers had a release today, which they can do that. They're allowed to do it, and said something about we are willing to go 10 years for $400 million. If they're willing to do that, I'll promise you that the Yankees will not match that because they can't. If they did that, they're going to let Garrett Cole go, and I don't think they want that. I don't think they want to let Cole and maybe one other player go to do that. I just don't see financially. But if the Dodgers do that, then the Dodgers have to start making headway. Probably get rid of.
They got a lot of crap to get rid of.
Well, they got to get rid of their old Kershaw. They're gonna have to get rid of him, and then they're gonna have to find another $15, $20 million player to get rid of just to fit Judge in.
They'll
I-
find-
I
You know
think-
what? I lied, folks. I lied. Me, Keith, and Harris cannot answer this question. Do not look at your pads. Do not look at your computer.
Okay.
All right?
Well,
Brian, how old is Madison Bumgarner? Brian.
Well, let me guess.
If you guess it right, we're not going to tell you. If you guess it wrong, we're not going to tell you until everybody gets a chance.
Yeah, let me throw out 37.
37. Bob Bryant.
I'd say 35.
35. Larry.
Yeah, I was thinking 37 as well.
Michael P.
39.
Tim.
I already know, so I will abstain.
Oh, Harris. Did we tell you already, Harris?
You told me not to say anything, but I already know.
All right.
Okay.
You guys will not believe this. 33 years old is all he is. That is, we looked that up, and I was like, I thought the guy was playing 20 freaking years ago. When he started playing when he was 14, I mean, yeah, 33 years old.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I was
We
like,
think in this household, we think he goes back to creation because we think he's the devil.
And he made $23 million this year.
how much he make this year?
23 mil.
23 mil playing for Arizona.
Does anybody agree with Popo that Trey Turner signs with the Cubs? Spelled
He won't
Trey
stay.
wrong.
He won't stay in L.A. But man, oh man,
God, I would love to see him. Well, wow, if the Guardians could get rid of it, upgrade Turner for Straw, I would love to see it, but I don't think it'll happen.
Correa's going to the Yankees.
That would be a good left side of the infield, wouldn't
I
it?
think that's where Trey Turner's going to end up going. Is the Astros. I think he's going
You
to
don't
the
think
Astros.
Correa goes back there?
No.
Correa said he
Or
didn't
he
go
wants
to
to play
outfield.
third or
He
outfield.
said he would go to the outfield to play back in
No.
Houston again. I don't know what's
Correa-
up with that.
Well,
Houston don't need him in the outfield.
Well,
No.
I know this. Tampa Bay's not going to be putting any money on players because they're talking about putting money into Camping World Stadium, renovating it, moving the team to Orlando.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
Wow.
nice. That would be
Oh,
nice.
yeah, it'd really be nice because that should be
They'd
working
have-
81 home games.
They would have 5 rainouts a week.
Hey, I'll tell you what, if their crews down there, MLB crews work the way these youth crews do down here,
They'd be fine.
within 1 hour after a rain down here, they have these kids on the ball field ready to go, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because my
And
thinking is,
I've only seen one other facility that could do that, and that was when I go to Cooperstown.
yeah.
They can have a thunderstorm, wash out fields where anybody else is going to go a week and a half without playing on. And those fields up there, they have them ready to go like that.
I just don't know how confident I would be in Florida for him to be, especially when you got a timed game, or not so much a time game, but a game you got to start at 1:00 and you need it to be over with by 4 for travel day. I don't know. I tell you, I think.
And Rob, did you want to bring up Alvarado again?
Oh my Lord, Jose Alvarado. Did anybody?
Bye,
see-
guys. I got to have dinner now.
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
leave
I-
out.
Did anybody see Game 5 the other night with the
No.
with the Phillies?
So
And,
you told me about it.
It was raining.
Larry, did you see it?
No, I did not.
Brian,
No.
Brian, did you see it?
No.
I'm telling you, if you go back to watch it on MLB Network this week, I hope they don't cut it out. Between every pitch, it was raining. Yes, it was raining, but my man, he was taking his glove off and he was clawing between his legs like he done got a hold of something that Ajax wouldn't get rid of, boys and girls. I am not lying. I'm talking about he was doing this between every pitch. Me and Keith were laughing about it. He threw about 20 pitches. The poor guy, I don't know how he walked off. When he walked off the mound, he looked like he was about ready to crawl. He looked like he
Tim
was
made a hand signal about it.
Oh my Lord, he done got a hold of some hoochie down there. I don't know what he's done got a hold to down there up in Philly, but I'm not lying. Am I lying? Am I lying, Keith? We were sitting there laughing. My wife was sitting there. She said, "What the hell is he doing?" I said, "Darlene, that's called 100% scratching his nuts. That's the only way I can say it. I mean, he was going to
Well,
town.
sometimes when things get wet down there, it starts itching, you know.
Oh my Lord! The thing is, he was getting off the mound facing the outfield like that was nobody can see me now. Ain't but 45,000 people here. I'm gonna take my glove off, had it up under his arm, and just doing that. I'm like, oh my Lord. Oh my God, that was so
People were
damn
covering their
funny.
kids' eyes and everything.
If you get a chance to watch it, all I can say is you come back next week and you tell me what you think about it. But I'm telling you, my wife said, "Oh,
One of the
ball
announcers
was
even
wet."
made a
I said,
comment
"No,
about
his
it.
balls were wet." I said they were itchy. That's all it was. She said the ball was wet. That hell no. He done got a hold of something. Ajax just won't clean
Like I
it.
say,
So.
one of the announcers even made a comment about it. Like, it was,
Oh, did I see? I didn't
yeah,
hear that. I
don't
wish I
remember
would
what
have
he
heard
said
it.
exactly,
Oh my
but yeah.
I mean, I was watching it, but I didn't pay attention.
Oh my Lord! If you go back to watch it again, I am serious, man. I mean, he claws himself. I was expecting for the they're wearing white pants. I was worried to start seeing blood going down his legs because he done clawed himself so bad. I'm serious. He was nuts, man. That was crazy. But me and Keith were on the phone, and Keith said, look at that guy. He's going to town scratching on himself. And I'm like, oh, my Lord. And we were just there laughing. So it was so funny.
But you didn't like that they were playing in that rain the way they were.
Oh, they shouldn't have been playing in the rain.
Digging the mud out
Do
of
you
their
guys
cleats.
think they should be playing a National League, American League Championship Series, or a World Series in a rain so heavy that they have to put the
Yeah.
dry stuff out there? What do you think, Brian?
That rain was too unsafe to me.
What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, I think they shouldn't have played.
I think he could stopped it for a while because they was playing a day game. Larry, what do you think?
I think it just depends on the condition. I mean, I didn't see the game, so
Yeah,
I
they were
can't-
slipping a little bit. They were doing a little bit of slipping. Bob, what do you think about it? Should they have been playing?
At a point, they should have stopped it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, at first they won't raining so hard. What do you think, Tim?
Then again, it all depends on the crew chief and
Yeah.
how, like, is it
Yeah.
bad enough where anything
and-
happens? And
I'll say this much for the Padres manager. He said both teams had to play in it. So,
Agreed.
yeah. So that's the one fair thing about
Right.
it. Both teams have to get out there and do it. So
And as far as that goes, both teams have to play in it. Both teams have the same exact footing because the cleats are the same. Not like football where you can go in and change
yeah,
so from a half-inch to a 1-inch cleat like that. So,
right.
Now,
Now, next-
got a question for us.
Okay, go for it, Bob.
I was
Oh,
surprised that
Oh.
they even played the Yankee game that night. Tell you the truth.
Oh, game.
Yeah, it was delayed a while.
Yeah, that
Game
was like
4.
2 hour or 3 hour delay.
Yeah, it's not
delay.
really-
Yeah, well, that was because the next day the weather forecast was even worse.
Yeah. It was supposed to be more rain and stuff.
Popo wants to know what we think about Ohio State or Georgia played each other.
Georgia.
Well, that's likely or could happen. I think if they played tomorrow, Brian, who you like?
Ohio State.
Harris,
Bulldogs.
Keith,
I think I like Ohio State now.
Tim,
probably Ohio State.
Larry.
Oh man, I'm a big Buckeyes fan. Boy, we always have trouble with SEC. Boy, I don't know what to say there. I mean,
You see, I love the Big Ten, but living in the Southeast Conference country now.
I watched Georgia struggle with Missouri.
Bob, who you think?
They almost didn't beat Missouri.
It'd be a close game, but I think Georgia.
You know what, guy? Hey, Popo, you know what? I don't think either one of those two teams is the best team in the country. I'm sorry. I think Michigan beats either one of those two teams. That's me now. I'm probably the only
Now,
one
you're
in the
giving
room.
Harbaugh that in college
Oh, my
Harbaugh.
Lord.
I'm probably the only one. I'm probably the only one in here that thinks that, Popo.
oh yeah.
What's that?
I kind of think.
What do you think?
Central
What do you
Ball-
think, Larry, about that one now?
Oh gosh, no. I think something was in your hot dog or something.
Oh, okay.
What's the question?
I said I think Michigan beats either one of those two teams.
You're gonna probably make Larry.
That's
read
just
what
I said.
in here with
That's what I
us.
said. That's just
Well,
what I
look,
said.
I
This
Now-
is the strongest that Michigan has been since 05-06. Like
I think they're
that-
better this
that
year
range.
than last year. Yeah, I'm with you, Tim. I think they're better. Now, what do you think, Tim? Michigan, Ohio State, or Georgia? Who you
Well,
like?
the thing is, though, is I think the pass rush for Michigan is not as good as it was last year. You
Okay.
lost a couple of great defensive linemen.
Yeah.
So I think that was the main problem, was that they couldn't handle the pass rush. And then plus Ohio State's defense is so much better this year than it was last year.
Okay.
Oh, he
So
thinks
much
Michigan's going to lose to Michigan State.
Popo
don't-
says he thinks Michigan loses to Michigan State. I don't think they're going to lose to them. 21 in the hook's just a lot of points, man. I like Michigan in that game. We'll see. They could lose to Ohio State. They could. And then look, Clemson. Who's got more shillelaghs up their butt than Dabo Swinney? I mean, really, come on. That team. And then TCU. I'm going to tell you right now, I'd love to see TCU win it all. I'd love to see them play Georgia and beat them. That's what I'd love to see. If everything could work out the right way, I'd love to see TCU run the table, become number 4 seed or whatever, play Georgia, beat them, then play Ohio State or Michigan, whoever the heck they got to play. I'd love to see that happen. I'd love to, if everything worked out. But
You
it won't
mentioned
happen.
TCU. Do you see them in the next 3 or 4 years jumping conferences?
Well, yeah. It's a lot of them switching conferences in the next couple of years.
Where do you think they end up?
Let's see.
They rejoin what's left of the Big 12.
Yeah,
think
that's
Big
where they're
12
going. They're
yeah,
going to the
would
Big
be
12.
dead.
They're going to the Pac-12.
Was that where
They're
they're
going
at?
to
Okay.
They're going to the Pac-12.
Yeah, what was I
think, is what
thinking? Of course they are.
heard.
Hey, all, I'm going to take off here. I gotta
All right,
go.
Larry.
All right, Larry.
We go
I am
all
too.
take off here in just a second. So
All right.
for
Have a good
Bob,
night.
for Larry, for Tim, for
Have a
Keith,
good night,
for
everybody.
Harris, for Brian, my name's Rob. We just don't have Alice here. We will have her soon, maybe. We don't know. And,
No, but it won't work in the square.
and no, it ain't done it yet. We're gonna have to. I got to find a way to get that many people in that way there. I don't know how
The
that
3x3
works.
alignment.
See, let's try.
See, on
That's right.
Zoom you can do it.
No, not that. And that sucks. That really sucks. That sucks. Well, that's okay. And then that way right there is the best. Okay. Brian, good luck to you and your
Hold
crew
on,
this
you're
week.
still live here, Rob.
Do what, Tim?
You're still live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck to you and your crew this week, my friend.
You too, Rob.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and
Raiders, Saints, Titans, Texans, and Rams and 49ers.
Circle those 3.
With any luck, maybe we can be within one of you this week. I don't know. So you folks out there have a great night. Thanks for staying for 2 hours and 15 minutes with us, and we do thank you. We'll try to. We may have to pump it up just earlier a little bit next week, but just so we can watch the World Series on Tuesday night. Yeah. So we will try to probably be on some time between 6:30 and 7 next week. You all have a great one. God bless and be good. Bye-bye.
All right.